Welcome to lesson 2.1, representing relations and functions. Hopefully you did the unit test for the chapter 1. The answers were posted about 15 minutes after the questions were, so go ahead and try that. Let's dive in. They give us a few class examples and try problems as usual. The first one says, true or false? The graph represents the relation given by the ordered pairs. Right? They graph this and then they say true or false. Select the one. Well, a relation, right? That's where you can see a trend in the graph. So it has to have a visible trend. Right now, a function here, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and gonna put this off right here. Let's put this right there. Now, a function. Well, we defined a function in the first unit, but for those of you who don't, if you don't remember, it's an equation. So basically, it's an equation that has a trend to it. It's an equation, right? So like y equals to mx plus b would be a good function because it has both an input and an output, and the output would be the y. Right? Anyway, well, in this first equation, we don't really see a trend. It goes from here to there, there. So if I were to really graph this, look something like this. Go up here, up until there's a good trend, but then it drops down here. Then begins to climb back up. So the next point, it can either be, next point could be either here, there, all the way up there, nobody knows. So there is no certain relation. There isn't a certain relation, so your answer would be false. Alright, now let's do number 2. A minute here. Let's do this in like blue. Alright, consider the relation given by the ordered pairs -5, -2, -4, 0, -2, -4, 0, -6, and so on. Alright. They say complete the mapping diagram. Well, they already said it was a relation, right? They already say it's a relation. So all they're asking us to do is they already gave us the input or the x values. Now they want us to give us the output, which is basically the y values. So normally inputs equal the x values and the output equals the y values. Right, so they're asking us to fill out the output area, so you just go ahead and fill this out. Then 0, -6, then finally 1, -3. If you wanted to graph this, you could go ahead and graph it. It would look something like here, right? It would look like this. So if this was 5 comma negative 2, and then it would go to 4 comma 0. I'm going to do this in a different color. Do this in a green. That'll be the first point. Right there will be the second point. But then it goes down there. Now clearly you can see that it goes up and then comes back down. Up and then goes back down. Right, so this goes up, comes down, goes up, then comes down, tends to come down. So it goes up, and then tends to go down, and then might just go up like that. Right, so you can guess the natural trend this graph. So go ahead and do the chart problems. Here they give us this one. Number 3 looks a lot like what we did back there. Numbers 1 and 2 just give us the x and y values again. Input equals x, output equals y. Right, and then they ask us if it's a function or a not function. And one more thing, well, I forgot to mention this earlier, but a function is where I'm gonna select this. I'm gonna wipe this out because we don't need that anymore. Right. A function is a equation or like a graph, but it has the key parts to it is where it has one x, one y value for each x value. Right, so it can't have, so it can be like 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 4 comma 5. This would be a function because for every x value there's only one y value. However, if it was something like 1 comma 3, 2 comma 4, well, this is starting to look like 1, but then if it goes back to 1 comma 5, you suddenly have two y values for the same x value, so that would not be a function. Hopefully get this very easy, and I'll see you next time.